The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of Beasley Broadcast Group, this station, its staff, other advertisers, or agencies.
Are y'all ready for the jam? I said, are y'all ready for the jam? Yo, G, kick it.
Jam. Oh, jam. Jam. Teddy, jam for me.
It's that time. Relationship Party with Rod and Charmaine. If you're having challenges with your man, woman, kids, or even yourself, whatever your issues, Rod and Charmaine can help. So, fasten your seatbelt and get ready for the Relationship Party, where it is what it is, not what it's supposed to be.
All right. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Rod with your girl Charmaine, and this is the Relationship Party, where it is what it is.
Not what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, she did it on time, y'all. Yes,
What?
yes. Hey, we coming from the palatial studios of Beasley Broadcasting, high up on the 25th floor, overlooking beautiful downtown Atlanta. I'm not lying. I'm embellishing, but I'm not lying.
That's the same thing. Go ahead.
Guys, we are having a ball. It's a great day in the A, about 80-some degrees, clear skies. Traffic sucks, but that's okay. And we here just having a good time. Miss Charmaine, what's going on?
Well, we have a wonderful show today. I'm telling y'all, start tagging people on Facebook, telling people to tune into this show because we have the beautiful Lisa Osborne. She is the author of Gangsta Therapy, Straight No Chaser, Self-Help Guide. Now, you heard Gangsta Therapy. So if you ain't ready, you know how you have that girlfriend, you want to say something to her, but you know she's going to take it the wrong way. Just tell her to tune in. She'll hear today.
Gangsta Therapy. Pow, pow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, there are some things that have happened in the news that, not so happy about.
Trump threw his hat back in the ring. He running for 2020.
Boo.
Damn.
Right, that's definitely a boo.
Oh, yeah.
And it looked like he's trying to go to war because usually we don't kick the president out when they go to war. So let's keep our prayers up that we can get rid of this person.
Yeah, please.
The other thing is I can't think of the name. I'm just drawing a blank. I know my producer will be able to help me. The young guy that was killed by the police officer.
Which one? It's about 30.
I know. What I'm saying is the girlfriend was videoing it at the time.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Philando Castillo?
Yeah, Philando
Yes,
Castillo.
yes.
Yeah.
He got off, y'all.
The police got off?
He got off.
Wow.
We are unhappy campers. I'm not sure how much dirt he has on somebody, but it has to be. And my thing is, at some point, y'all, we got to stop just saying, that's what I thought. We really should be protesting somewhere. We should be letting them know that we are not happy and it's got to stop. But it's not going to stop with us just posting on Facebook saying, I knew that. Well, that ain't nothing new. Well, it need to be old.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that ain't good.
with video?
That's not good because when you have video and you have the burden of proof right there in your face and you still get off, I mean.
I'm not sure how he got off, so this is what I want y'all to do. I always want to
But it don't matter because pictures don't lie.
Okay, but the law is totally different than common sense and human nature. We all know that. And so my thing is, I challenge you, let's just try to watch it a little bit. Let's see how he got off. Because sometimes you can get off on technicalities, all kinds of things. So I'm not sure what happened or how he got off. And it may have been a technicality. So y'all do your research instead of just posting. And post it so I can see what happened. Tell me what happened. So definitely wasn't happy about that.
No, that sucks.
Also, want to say big ups to Jay-Z and Beyonce because there was another incident that occurred with a young girl who was with her family. And I think she stole a book, or they thought she did. And the police pulled out the guns and blah, 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 blah.
It was a Barbie doll.
A Barbie doll. I probably need a fact check before I start talking, but I'm sorry, I'm running behind today.
Well,
y'all.
Trump don't, so you are.
If the president don't have to do it, no. And so Jay-Z and them are funding and raising money for that situation. And it's unfortunate, but fortunate. I'm glad that they're doing something so people can start to rally behind because this has got to stop. And this is the thing. When we hit them in their pocket, it becomes a different story.
Yeah, and that's always the case. You can't just
Absolutely.
talking, and giving a lot of rhetoric don't mean anything.
Right.
If you want change to occur in any situation, when you tap somebody's pocket, that's when you make change.
Absolutely. So let's start tapping the pocket, y'all. Let's start tapping the pocket. And guys, we're gonna go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're getting into Gangsta Therapy. Get ready, y'all. Yeah. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Finally, a place for the t-shirt lover in you. Go to tshirtpalace.com for the hottest trends, custom tees, and more. tshirtpalace.com, where quality, style, and customer service is our priority. tshirtpalace.com for the t-shirt lover in you.
Hey, it's your boy Rod,
And your girl Charmaine.
and we're the host of the Relationship Party Radio,
Every Thursday, 5 to 6 p.m. Tune in.
where it is what it is.
Not what it's supposed to be.
Are you tired of throwing your money away on rent? Are you ready to invest in your own home but don't know what to do first? Let Connections Realty Group help. We have a team of agents who care and are able to educate you on the process and what your next steps should be. Stop throwing your money away and become a homeowner today. Connections Realty Group. Let us help you get those keys. Give us a call at 678-613-8009 or visit our website at connectionsrg.com. That's connectionsrg.com.
Hey folks, Handsome Josh is here to reveal some big news to all the AM 1100 listeners.
I have an app.
That's right, you can now check out all your favorite programs right here on The Real with the Real 1100 app. Whether it's sports, entertainment, or lifestyle, the Real 1100 definitely has you covered.
So why don't you just tell me how much it's going to cost me?
And here's the best part. It's available in your Google Play or Apple App Store, and it's free to download.
Actually, you can count me in on this one.
So download the Real 1100 app today and stay in tune with The Real.
Yeah, I'm hit this sultry flow.
Oh,
Here we
no.
go, y'all. 2019. Oh, see, he came in. I was getting ready to spit for y'all. Y'all just don't even know. Well, the audience, they know. They know how we get that.
Welcome
I
back
get
to
that.
the Relationship Party, y'all. We are in the building
Yeah.
with author Lisa Osborne. Y'all, she is the author of Gangsta Therapy, Straight No Chaser. And guys, we're about to have a good conversation. Tag those people who you know just need a little swift kick advice sometimes. You've been nice, you've been holding their hand. Now you're a little tired. Now they just need a straight no chaser. Welcome to the show, Miss Lisa Osborne.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Thank you for having me.
All right. So I'm loving the book because our tagline is where it is what it is, not what it's supposed to be.
And before you get into that, she stole the tagline from Pants Up, Drama Down. Our
think it
tagline was Straight No Chaser.
Yeah, I think that was out before y'all even
No. We yeah.
What? Yeah, whatever.
But I'm going to let her have it.
My
Since
bad,
the,
I'm sorry.
Since the book already out, I'm going to let her have it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just don't sell over 1 million copies, then we had to get a 50 cent off per.
So what I love about the title, Gangsta Therapy, what is Gangsta Therapy?
Gangsta Therapy is a roadmap of sorts. It's literally a straight no chaser self-help guide, but it's a roadmap to help you navigate through life, no matter what you're going through, good, bad, or indifferent.
Now, what I like in your book is you cover a little bit of everything. So one of the things that you cover in the book is you talk about, and I love this, down the rabbit hole we go. And what is that? What is that about? You shared a little bit with me earlier. What made you put that part in the book, and what is that about?
I wanted people to see me as human when they read the book, not see me as this person that was giving them some advice and had never gone through anything. I wanted you to know, like, this is what it took to shake away all the stuff that I thought made me happy. And so what I realized as I was going down a rabbit hole is that I had contingent happiness. Everything had to be in order for me to be happy. And so it was contingent upon all these things. That's not true happiness. And so going down the rabbit hole was a journey of just navigating through the ins, the outs, the darkness, the valley.
Well, let me ask you this. So when you say contingent, it was contingent. What for you, because everybody's is different, what was your happiness contingent on?
I had to have the right job, the great friends. Everything had to be perfect the way I needed it to be. And so that's what it was. And that wasn't real life.
Gotcha.
It just wasn't.
Yeah, most people happiness, they think it has to be something external.
Yes.
You know, the external things make them happy, when your happiness is definitely got to come from within. Number one, you got to be happy with you first. Everything else will enhance your happiness, but you know, most people look at it as all those outside influences, like you say, the job, the friends, the car, the man.
The man, everything.
Absolutely. No, and I love that, and because I think that's a journey of becoming mature. I think so, because I think a lot of times we all have expectations, because expectations are put upon you, actually. Your parents expect this. You know, the TV shows show you that happiness looks like that. And so there are a lot of things that you try to achieve. And so in this chapter, you kind of tell people how to work to what?
How to grow your way out of the valley, basically. And you can't hitchhike your way out. You can't drink your way out, shop your way out. You've actually got to sit there and understand that there's a seed that's planted within you. And so you're basically unloading all of your garbage at that point. And anything that doesn't belong to you, that's not rightfully a part of who you are, will fall away. And you will eventually grow your way out. So that's that seed that's planted within, and that's that desire to want more for yourself.
Now, you know what else I love about that? I think that in those situations, people are looking and thinking what other people are thinking about them versus writing a list about how great you are to yourself.
Yes.
And I think that is very important, because when you know you the ish, I've been knowing I'm the ish for a long time though. And it was all internal. It wasn't external at all, because I'm a very humble person. Rodney, shut up. Get him, please.
Tanidra Potter, please comment on that. 404-603-8770.
So, but seriously, because it's an inner thing.
Yes.
And so I think if you're having a problem with that, one, understand that a lot of times it's the expectations that you've preconceived that where you should be,
yes,
what sometimes parents and family have put on you. But when you know deep inside of yourself who you are, and it's not based upon that. I remember dating a guy, and I wanted him to speak because he had so much information. And he kept saying, I can't speak until I made it. I was like, well, at that time I didn't have much money. I was like, I'm broke and I'm still the ish. The money don't make me.
Absolutely.
Oprah was Oprah before we knew she was Oprah.
Absolutely.
But she's always been Oprah. So what do you say to that? Or would you like to add to that in people being okay and, like you said, being happy about who you are?
I think sometimes we just forget to give ourselves permission just to be where we are in that moment, whether we're sad, whether we're failing, which is really not failing. You're just producing results that you don't like. And give yourself permission to be in that moment, to say, right here, where I am right now, it's not a good place. But I'm giving myself permission. I'm not going to lose hope. So I'm going to grow. I'm going to choose to grow my way out of this. Choice.
Why do you think it's so hard for people to do that, to claim that it's okay for me to fail and be okay? You know, that I don't have to be this picture of perfection in order to be happy and for other people to like me. And to realize that other people's opinion of me ain't none of my business.
That's true. I think all of the external forces, social media tells you how to look, how to be shaped, what's cute, what's not, what angle works for you. I think we all get caught up in it a little.
Yes.
And so we have to make a conscious choice to say no more.
Right.
And I mean, that may be daily. That may be a daily thing that you say no more to it.
Right.
So.
Absolutely. And I love that, because one of the things is, to the journey, I think people forget it's a journey. So you're going to be at different places. Learn to embrace where you are. And I'm not going to say that embracing is easy, because that's the hardest part. when you can embrace, no matter where you, let me give y'all a life secret. When you can embrace where you are or the situation, it takes away the anxiety, the frustration, and the pressure. Why you're so tied up is because, and it's okay, because you have to go through that part of the journey, is you have to just get to the place where you have to work through it. You have to work through getting comfortable. You have to work through embracing it. And that is the hard part, and it's okay, but it's a part of the process. It's a process.
And you got to go through it.
And you got to go through it. And the more you go through, the wiser you become. Because if you haven't been through anything, how can you share anything? Right. I know some people say, well, some of this I'd rather not go through. I get you, girl. I get you. Okay, so one of the other things that you talk about in the book that I really love, because people really go here a lot, you have a chapter called The Blame Game.
Yes.
Please talk about the blame game.
One of the things I've really noticed this in a lot of young people, but older people do it as well. It's, well, you know, I grew up this way and this happened to me and this at some point in time, or, you know, it's a generational curse. Is it a generational curse, or is it that you've chosen not to do anything about it? So you have to make a decision in that moment. You know what? My family has always done it this way. I'm going to do it differently because I know better.
Right.
That choice is so powerful that we just kind of like sit back and say, well, I've always done it this way. They've all done it that way. We're going to let that just continue. To me, you've got to own your role in it.
In choices, everybody has the choice. You can choose to do it the right way. You can choose to do it the wrong way. But no matter what choice you make, you have to make one. You know, you can have two people come up in the same household and raised by the same parents. One takes this path, the other takes that path.
Correct.
It's just all about the choices you make. And sometimes people are afraid to make choices.
Yeah, and you know, yeah, I love that.
You're stuck.
Some people are afraid. Now, this is my favorite.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just going to leave it to God. No, ma'am.
He
no,
told
ma'am.
you to make a choice too.
That's a cop out.
That's a cop out.
Yeah, a big one.
So you just made a choice not to make a choice.
Right.
Correct.
And I hear people say that all the time. So if you have those friends, relationship partner listeners that always, I'm just going to leave it to God. No, ma'am, he's leaving it to you.
Right.
I tell people all the time, he's looking at you like, listen, when you figure out what you want to do, I'll be back.
Right. I got some other people who making choices. I got to take care
You're
of that.
willfully giving up your power.
You are. Yeah.
And own it.
Yeah.
As long as you own it, then go ahead and live with it. Live with all that dead stuff. But know that you decided to do that. Nobody did it to you.
Right.
So,
but that's why people need to hear, and I love having guests like you because sometimes we need to be able to share that information with somebody else. So if you have a girlfriend that's in that place or a male friend, be like, well, dog, that ain't quite how that works. You know, iron sharpens iron.
yes.
So we have to be able to reproof each other with wisdom. And wisdom is just that. So a person can't even say anything. They be like, yeah, you right. Now, if they do something about it, at that moment is up to them. But at least you can share another way of thinking.
And give them a hand up instead of celebrating brokenness. Because somehow we've started giving trophies for brokenness. Girl, I get it. Come on over here. And you're doing this because of... You're doing it because you chose to do it.
Y'all, when you're around people and y'all conversations go a little something like this, yeah, I ain't got no money. I can't even do. I ain't got nothing either. Don't be the third one to say I ain't got nothing either, because if you hanging around two broke people, odds are quite more likely that you're gonna be the third.
Yeah.
You might have to change that circle of people you're around and get around a different set of people who think in a different manner, who make better choices. You know, they say birds of a feather flock together.
Or help them heal their choice.
Absolutely. But let me tell y'all something that's so weird. When you just said that, it brought something back to me that, I don't have any money. I remember being in that situation and having people around me who would say that. And I had to stop saying, girl, I know it. Because I don't know nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. But because you really don't know what to say, or the conversation is going so fast. But I had to say, that's dishonorable to God because you do have it. So why are you saying that you don't have it or even trying to get it? You're speaking that into existence.
Yes.
That I don't. So I had to learn to stop saying, girl, I know that's right. I just was like, girl.
And you know, the
Let's
crazy
not stop
thing,
the girl.
you know, when we first moved down here, Charmaine, we ain't had a whole lot of money, right? And me being in the beauty industry, I was always in front of people. Do you know people thought, you know, that we were really balling? I had two pair of pants. Two. I had several shirts, and I made sure I had a bunch of different ties to make my look different.
Yeah.
They thought I had a wardrobe for days. I had two pair of pants. But they didn't know that I didn't have a whole lot of money because I didn't lead on to that.
Yeah.
It wasn't up to me to project poverty.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I projected success, as broke as we was.
Yeah. But success doesn't always equal money.
Exactly.
It's an internal thing.
Exactly.
And everybody's measuring themselves by all these dollars versus using your talent and your wisdom and coming together. So this brother's broke. What's your skill set?
Right.
What can you offer? Let's put our stuff together and make it greater. That's the part that we're not doing. We're forgetting to collaborate. We're stuck in the brokenness.
And I love this because I want y'all, if you have a person that's blaming other things, obstacles, and some things are real. But even in those real things, they what they are. So you have to find out how to be a winner. And so what would be some advice if you were talking to somebody who just was in the blame place, whether it's, the white man or whatever they use. Well, my parents didn't give me a leg up. Well, I don't know who parent did, but okay. So
Trump
those
that.
kind of things. Besides Trump.
I'm gonna use the white man. I'm gonna use that blame. One of the things I think in our community, collectively, we'll do that blame thing sometimes, and I'm not generalizing. I'm saying some of us will blame and we'll say, "Oh well, it's because of them. We're this way." No. How about you come together, make a different decision, make a different choice, and shift your entire dynamic? You can change your entire neighborhood. You can change your entire life, and as soon as you own it. But it's easy to say, well, it's because I have all these obstacles. You have the same exact choice.
Right.
And I get upset about it, but I have to calm myself down.
I do too, because I'm really big on, when they say the white man, this white man, I don't buy into that.
Yes.
And it's ironic, using that. We were sitting down at the table yesterday with our oldest son. And he said, we were talking, and he just happened to say, man, he said, I got to really thank y'all for what y'all did for us.
Yes.
He said, because he ran into a partner, a guy he grew up when we first moved down here, that he knew. He said, the guy said, man, I've been in jail 5 times. Oh, and the other person we was hanging with, yeah, he been in jail. He locked it. And he just had to reflect and say, it was like you say, it wasn't a blame game because he had the choices, just like they had the choices. Yeah. But he made the right choices, and now in doing well for himself, growing family and things of that nature. Yeah. But it just made me feel good. He said, "Man, I just gotta thank y'all for what y'all did for us."
And you know what? And I like to share something with people who find it hard to overcome, or like to use excuses. There's a reason that the sun comes up in the morning. So there's always reasons.
Yes.
Everybody encounters them, and if you think just because you white or your family is rich, they just have different things to overcome. Even if it's the thing of low self-esteem, or my parent doesn't love me because they're never around. I've been in boarding schools. I'm not connected to my family. I feel alone. So the thing is, everybody, there's nobody who has ever or will ever walk this earth that will not have things to overcome.
Yes.
And so the thing is not that they're going to be things. How are you going to overcome? That's simple. If you focus more on the solution than you do the problem, because there will always be some, everybody got a story.
Yes.
So if you think yours is anybody, but you wait till you hear my story. I'm like, okay, everybody got one of those.
Right.
So get off of that. Focus more on the solution. You will see things change.
We can change our entire communities together, coming
Absolutely.
together. We can, one at a time.
That's what I was just going to say. Because some people are always getting upset. because the change is not made. But maybe the change starts with you. Have you started yet?
It starts with all.
Maybe
with
some
all
people
of us.
come and help you, and then it grows. So we definitely.
I'm gonna blame Charmaine if we ain't on the air next week because we ain't gonna pay these bills. So what we gonna do? We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we gonna come back with Gangsta Therapy. Pew pew. Hey, it's your boy Rod.
And your girl Charmaine.
And we're the host of the Relationship Party Radio.
Every Thursday, 5 to 6 p.m. Tune in.
Where it is what it is.
Not what it's supposed to be.
Home values are at an all-time high. It's time to sell, sell, sell. If you're looking to upgrade or downsize into a new home, Connections Realty Group can help. Let us give you the true value of your home for free. Give Connections Realty Group a call today for your free report or go to our website at connectionsrg.com. Connections Realty Group, always making sure you get the most and the best.
Do you need to put together a special event, but you don't have the time? K-Unique Events can help. They specialize in weddings, milestone events, and corporate functions, and much more. Visit K-Unique on Facebook and IG at K-Unique Events. That's K-U-N-I-K Events. If your goal is to create beautiful memories, K-Unique Events is the event planning company for you. K-Unique Events. Give them a call, 770-294-0152. That's 770-294-0152. Give them a call and get to planning your event today.
For live videos and great conversation, like the Relationship Party on Facebook and Instagram at Relationship Party. Join us for fun today.
Here we come, y'all. Here we come.
What's up, Black Sheep? Yeah. We are back. We are back. It's the Relationship Party. We should just turn this into a party since we got this kind of music. Y'all, we are back. It's your boy Rob with your girl Charmaine and our wonderful guest, Miss Lisa Osborne, talking about Gangsta Therapy. We getting y'all in check today. Getting a checkup from the neck up, because that's really where it's all going to start. You know, your thought process, your mentality, not blaming people. But we was talking during the break, and we got another topic that we want to touch on.
From the book, Gangsta Therapy. So y'all make sure that y'all pick it up. As a matter of fact, before we go there, where can we pick your book up?
So you can get the book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart.
Okay. Oh, love it. Pick it up today. Gangsta Therapy, Straight No Chaser, Self-Help Guide. So I know another thing we were talking about, like Rob was saying on the break, was in your book you kind of talk about child support.
Uh-oh.
I do.
Uh-oh.
I
Okay.
do.
So give us your thoughts on child support.
So I have this chapter called Bitter Parents Ain't Cute. And it's really about 1 + 0 = 1. So if you're getting with a 0, you already know he lives with his parents.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you having a baby with him?
Mm-hmm.
So how on earth do you plan to get anything from him? Because, and I'm not saying he's a 0. I'm saying he has 0 to contribute. Okay, so 1 + 0 = 1. So you're going to have to kind of own your role and say, you know what? I'm probably going to have to I'm going to have to do this alone.
Right.
Because once you put him on a running tab, now he can be arrested. His license can be taken. So exactly how do you plan for him to make a living for himself? Because he was already on his mother's couch when you got pregnant. So he's still on his mother's couch now that he has a baby. So the moment that you put him on child support and you have a running tab on him, how on earth is he supposed to make it? So are you part of the problem or are you part of the solution? So you need to have a conversation. I'm not saying don't have him take care of his responsibility.
Right.
I love that.
That is a way of thinking about it that most people probably never even thought about. Because again, if this person isn't in the system, you made the choice to get with this person knowing that they didn't have anything, and now he's not contributing financially because he can't or won't or whatever. and now you go and put him in the system. Like I say, anything can happen to start that downward spiral. Most people probably don't even think about it like that.
I think they do. I think some people don't care. They're angry. They're bitter.
Right. They're not thinking about the repercussions of what they're doing.
Right.
Is
No,
what I'm saying.
well, no, they thinking about that, but they mad because they feel like I got this baby. And you're angry. But let me just say this, sister girl, just like you just said, you knew.
You made the choice.
So sometimes we have to suck up bad choices.
Own it.
Sometimes you just got, I've been there, done that. Before I got married, I had 4 children. I did not pay any of these children fathers any attention because I got this. You wasn't. When I was messing with you.
So I can leave now? Is that what you're saying? And I can still keep all my money?
No, it's too late. You've been in too long. No, but seriously,
Always the last one to get
I really
stuck.
didn't. And I don't want to try to force anybody to be where they don't want to be, because that was going to be a strain for me and probably restraining orders for me as well. Sometimes you just got to allow your space to be good. And when you keep trying to force somebody to do something and be somewhere, you don't get a chance to let the other stuff in because you're still trying to hold on, you know what I mean, to all of this other stuff. And it was my choice. Nobody make you have a baby. You don't just wake up and just somebody trick you into that.
Right.
Even once pregnant, not saying what you should do, there's choices all along the way. And my mother used to always say, honey, understand this. When you have a baby, just know that it's yours. And because you can be married, happily married, for a number of years and have a kid, and then he decide that so at the end of the day, all you can do is count on yourself. Because the other thing is some women will put the men on child support and ain't happy with that either. And what does that little $60 a week look like? Do you even want to be bothered with that?
A relationship is priceless. And so you should spend more time working on a relationship and what that looks like. Does it look, is he able to keep the child? Is he able to help in lieu of funds? But you should have a healthy environment for that child versus a toxic environment. And now we're forced to grow up and be afraid and lock our doors because this is what you decided to do, is take your eye off the prize that God has given you.
Yeah, that bitterness that you talked about, that's the thing that makes the situation, even if he's giving you the money, but because you're so bitter, now he's mad because you done it. Oh, it creates a vicious cycle of.
Yeah, let me tell you what's so really funny. Sometimes as young people, you got to get on your journey. You kind of date this person, but and sometimes y'all ain't really dating. You just kind of met and went out on some dates. And then you find yourself pregnant. But half of the time, do you even want your child to be around this person? Like, this person might have been cool for you to hang around with as an adult. But do I want you to, I don't even know your mama, or I don't even know if I like what y'all be having going on over at your mama's house. So again, sometimes, I want y'all to think about this lady, instead of being so mad, feeling like maybe sometimes he better gone. And some situations are that way. However, I'm going to speak from my experience. I had one that wasn't good. But the only thing I asked him, and we used to fight about this, I'll give you the money. Come take my kids to get ice cream before I kill you. Because the only thing I wanted from him is for them not to feel the absence until they got older and they can figure it out themselves. So they would come back, girl, from that ice cream. Oh, my daddy, I'll be looking like you, mother. But it wasn't about me. I needed my kids to be healthy, feel like they were loved. And that was all I asked. I didn't need his money because he probably had some, but he was doing other things with it. You know what I mean? Just wasn't being responsible. But at that point, I'm here. I got this. And that's the way that I took it. Now, is it fair, ladies? It is not.
It's not.
But you waste too much time trying to make it be what is not going to be. Move on. And then I found a husband. With 4 kids and been married for 20 years. So if you get all of that yuck out shut up. Get all of that yuck out the way. You can get to some pleasantries and some beautiful things.
Because you keep what you give away. So if you're going to continue to give away that bitterness, that's all you're keeping for years. And that baby is experiencing that. That's your gift. You've got to protect your gift.
I was going to say the exact same thing. As long as you holding on to that bitterness and trying to get this person, whether it's him or her, to act right, you can never go out and get the fulfillment of what's out there for you, because you locked away, tucked in this corner with this idiot. Well, I won't even say an idiot. You're the idiot because you're trying to make somebody do something that they're not prepared to do at this particular point. Not that they won't, but at this particular point in stage, they're just not in that position mentally and ready to do that.
Especially when you're 18, 19, 20. And so one of your next chapters, and I want to go to this because this kind of segues into that, is releasing the past. Because I think sometimes we try to hang on to the illusion of pain. Because you don't even feel that no more. You just holding on to that because you want to. You hold on to the story. You don't even feel that same pain of the hurt, him not picking up the kid. That's over. You know, y'all don't even talk anymore. Sometimes you just still holding on. And are you still really holding an 18-year-old immature boy that barely knew how to really took a good shower, holding him responsible for that?
Gotta let go. I mean, so that whole releasing the pain thing is, you get to choose if you're going to reread that chapter. You cannot undo 1 second ago. Everything I've said already, I can't undo it. It's done. So you can't undo it. So why do you keep rereading that same thing and you're missing this moment? Because you keep going over there picking up all that old dead stuff. So guess what? You can sit in a dead cell with all that junk and all your bitterness, your anger, your hurt, whatever, and that story, and keep retelling it over and over. Or you can be in this moment, but just know in this moment, everybody else has moved on. They're living life, they're happy, and you're still stuck. So you've got to make choice. Everything that we're talking about today is about choice. What you decide to do in this moment right here sets the tone for the next moment and the next moment.
And that's one of the things that men, we always fight with, is you and your past. The issues you had with a past relationship. Don't bring that forward, because you can't get over what happened to you 1, 2, 3 relationships ago. If you try to bring that into this relationship, you're going to get the same thing that happened those other 3 times. You got to put that in the past. Just because it feels like, oh, this feels like what I went through before, so I'm out of here. No. Give this relationship its chance to progress, to mature, to get over, whatever those issues were, because I'm not the same person that those other 3 people were. And if you had the same thing happen in 3 different relationships, guess what? The one constant in that relationship is who? It's you, boo-boo. So it's not the 3 people, and it could be, but it's just a choice you made in men. Maybe you need to fish in a different pond if you want a different fish.
I think you have a lot of women that are comfortable with the hell that they have, and they've renamed it love and heaven. And they're just used to it. Well, I like the bad boys. I like this. Become everything that you want in a relationship, and you will have that relationship that you desire within. A lot of people don't want to do the work, and so they stay stuck in the past and just repeat that pattern over and over.
And the thing that I love about the past is it's for your learning. And the past is a great way to watch how you elevate, if you choose to. There's nothing I've done in my past that I'll take back.
Me either.
But you know why? And I've got some things. I've got some things.
We all do.
Right. But it's called life. So I embrace mine. I embrace all the things that came with it. The mistakes and everything else, but I'm able to do that because I'm learning from it. If you're just looking back to blame everybody else, to be angry or sad, then that's the problem. The past is good. People are like, oh, I messed up. Now I'm going to give you all a favorite one. And I know people are going to get mad at this one. I hear people always talk about Christians backsliding. One of the greatest tricks of the adversary is to let you hold on to that bondage and that guilt. There's no such thing. That's in the past. When you forgiven, you move forward. You stuck, that is a lie from the pit of hell that holds you to always feeling like you're not good enough.
You got to forgive yourself first.
Absolutely.
And that's where a lot of people miss that part, and they don't use that pain as a stepping stone.
Absolutely.
It becomes baggage.
Forgive yourself for messing with the zero.
Right.
That's it.
Forgive yourself for having a baby with that mofo that you knew wasn't 2 pennies.
Exactly.
So when you can forgive yourself and learn from the mistake, one, you get rid of fear. Most people fear relationships because they don't think that they're strong enough when it's time to make a decision that you'll make one. I didn't have that. When I need to kick you to the curb, I have no problem with that. So I wasn't always in fear of, oh, I wonder if you're going to cheat on me. If you do, you'll be gone. Now, I get it. Some people can't do that. So a lot of their fear comes in not being strong enough to make the needed decisions about jobs, relationships, life in general. And so they're always in fear. But when you become strong enough that you know within yourself, when it comes time to make a decision, oh, I will make one. Now, does that mean we still don't make mistakes? Sometimes we stay longer than we need to. My girlfriend used to tell me, she said, I know I'm dumb, I'm still here. I said, baby, that's called love. That's not dumb, that's love. When you get tired,
That's it.
you will leave.
That's it.
Just don't make yourself so beat up on that you can't find love somewhere else. Save yourself. Don't wait for somebody else to save you. Save yourself.
Amen. That's it right there. Yeah. Save yourself.
And your past is for your growth. If once you've gone on, you've done this, you've done that, and you look back and say, okay, 5 years ago I was here. You look at that past, you reconcile those situations, and you've grown from them, and now 5 years later you're here. And then 5 years after that, you're here. So you're going to use your past for your growth. Now, if 5 years from now you were here and you're still here, that's a problem.
Yep.
That's a problem. So use that past, use the pain, use all that stuff for growth, from now on.
Absolutely.
And one of the things, there's some secrets to life, like the law of believing. Mm-hmm. When you learn how to be a winner, you will win in everything. So there's some simple principles that just work. Learning how to be a winner. It doesn't matter the situation, whether you're in a warehouse or you're the CEO. When you learn how to be a winner, you will learn to win in any situation. You will be able to sit back and say, okay, how am I going to do this? That's what I learned to do. I'm from the streets of the concrete of Baltimore. Love was not what was available.
You had
usually.
grass, girl. You had grass.
I did have a little bit of patch of grass in the back. But I learned to win in my environment. Now, was that winning to somebody else? Maybe not, but I was winning to myself. That I wasn't the bottom of the barrel. I didn't feel beat up on. I didn't feel like people would treat me some kind of way because I didn't allow that. And so the second part to winning is making choices. Know that you have the power of choice.
That's it.
If you don't use it, then you lose it.
And winning doesn't always feel good. I mean, winning doesn't mean you're going to feel good every day. You're going to have stressful moments. You're going to be beat up. But it's that mindset that I'm a winner. So no matter what, I'm going to triumph. I just got to continue to move forward.
And either you make the choices for yourself or somebody else will make the choices for you.
Absolutely. Or life ain't cute.
So you can take one or the other. I'm going to make these choices for my benefit and maybe the benefit of others, or somebody else going to make choices for you that's strictly going to be for their benefit.
Absolutely. So y'all learn how to pump up and be strong. Make the choice. And even if it's painful, because usually if it's painful, you're already in pain. You just need a little push to get out the pain. If you're in a bad relationship, it don't feel good now.
Yeah.
So, okay, is the pain any different with them being gone? And if it is, go ahead and curl up in that little knot for 3 days. Tell your girlfriends to check on you, and you'll be all right. Like this is called life. It's not the end of the world. So as long as you know that. Every man, every woman is not the one. They may be the one before the one. And when it's over, it's okay. Like, Some people used to think I didn't love them. They was like, you couldn't have loved me because you let go so fast. Well, I ain't got time for that. Listen, I don't know what God got in store for me, but I'm going to keep on walking. We good.
You was just an idiot.
I really was. Well, that's what they thought, girl. But I was protecting myself. I was making choices, girl. Bing, bing. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yes,
Well, Charmaine, let's make a choice to pay some bills one more time, and then we'll come back and wrap this show up in just a minute. Hey, it's your boy Rod.
And your girl Charmaine.
And we're the host of the Relationship Party Radio.
Every Thursday, 5 to 6 p.m. Tune in.
Where it is what it is.
Not what it's supposed to be.
Are you tired of throwing your money away on rent? Are you ready to invest in your own home but don't know what to do first? Let Connections Realty Group help. We have a team of agents who care and are able to educate you on the process and what your next steps should be. Stop throwing your money away and become a homeowner today. Connections Realty Group. Let us help you get those keys. Give us a call at 678-613-8009 or visit our website at connectionsrg.com. That's connectionsrg.com.
Hey folks, Handsome Josh is here to reveal some big news to all the AM 1100 listeners.
I have an app.
That's right, you can now check out all your favorite programs right here on The Real with the Real 1100 app. Whether it's sports, entertainment, or lifestyle, the Real 1100 definitely has you covered.
So why don't you just tell me how much it's going to cost me?
And here's the best part. It's available in your Google Play or Apple App Store, and it's free to download.
Actually, you can count me in on this one.
So download the Real 1100 app today and stay in tune with The Real.
For live videos and great conversation, like the Relationship Party on Facebook and Instagram at Relationship Party. Like us today.
Thank you. Rough and tough and all that stuff to make you dance and prance till you huff and puff. There's just no way you can get enough of me. Yo, Mr. Big Stuff. Yeah. They don't want none of this. We going on tour, y'all. We going on tour next week. Next week, come get your tickets. Come get your tickets.
Welcome back to the Relationship Party, y'all. We are having a great time. We hope that you all are grabbing something out of this. The replay is always available on the Relationship Party, Facebook and Instagram. So tag some people if you have a friend that needs to hear something different. And you know y'all can always call in. It's not just about what we're saying. 404-603-8770. Give us your thoughts. Give us your feedback. We don't know everything. We like to hear shares and stories, or tell us how you overcame something, even in the chat room, and we'll read it on the air.
And share what choices you made that were good, choices you made that weren't so good. You know, somebody like Charmaine said, somebody may need to hear that. They're going through it and they don't know how to get through it. So, you know, share that stuff with us. Even on the replay, post something.
Right,
we get a lot of people always going back and looking at these things. But one choice I hope the Atlanta Hawks make today is I hope they choose Cam Reddish.
Okay.
I need that in my life right now.
Okay.
I know y'all look at me like, who in the hell is Cam Reddish?
Right. Yeah, we'll go with that.
The guys know who I'm talking about.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody, with Rod and his draft pick. Yeah. We're here with Lisa Osborne. She is the author of Gangsta Therapy. Make sure that you pick it up. Walmart, Amazon, and Barnes & Noble. Great read, easy read, but a lot of great information. And we talked about how we wrote the short books, because when you get the keys and the principles, all that fluff you don't even need. You get caught up in the story, you don't get the principle. And so one of the other things that you do share in your book that I think is awesome is a strategy of how to become who you want to become.
Yes. So it's really about, a lot of people are like, what's the secret to this great relationship? And I've seen, people posting about, how do I get this guy or that guy? And what I say is make a list of everything that you want, everything. But take your time making the list, because you're going to put your name at the top. You're going to become it. Mm-hmm. As you become it, as you are those things, you start to experience and see those things. But you have to become that list first. So you're not going to get all these things on this list if you don't reflect those things. You can't even see them from your level. So that's the key. It's very simple, but it takes time. And when you think that you're missing out on not having a great relationship or whatever, as you become, you start seeing all these things start becoming with you. You start seeing it and being it, and you realize you're not missing anything because there's a wholeness that you're experiencing within yourself.
I love that because I think, I don't think, for certain, humans are, for the most part, reciprocators. There's always a cause and effect. And I tell people relationships is just ping pong. It's constantly going back and forth, even when you don't think it is, or even when you're doing it intentionally. I tell people, for instance, if a husband tries to touch his wife and she kind of snatch away, not meaning to, not even paying attention, and he catches it like, whoa. So then later she comes, get in the bed, lay down and say, hey, baby, he looking like, yeah. She wondered what the hell going on with him.
Sort of like I did.
Right. So it is constant ping pong. And so, like you said, when you make that list, make sure that you're those things that are going to attract those things that you want back. So if you want loving, you need to kind of be it and choose somebody who can give it back. That's the other thing is choices again. And be it. Because one thing I've learned being married for 20 years is
20 long.
Get him, Greg. Is eventually your person catches up. If you just keep being who you are. And my girlfriend used to tell me this, and I was really weird on this. As a matter of fact, I gotta call her after the show, give her big ups on this. She used to always say, be who you are anyway. And I had a problem with that because I'm not going to be doing a whole lot and you doing this much. I'm a reciprocator, no doubt. Yeah. But now what I'm learning over 20 years is eventually your person catches up to you, especially if you realize that you're the influencer in the relationship. So like eating healthy. Sometimes I'm mad at Rodney. I need to eat healthy right now because he's still eating whatever he wants.
That's my husband too.
Well, that's one influence you ain't gonna get on me.
But let me just say
I'm still eating my crumpets.
Not that he's changed completely, but since I've been doing things, not even worried about trying to get him to do it. We even talk about it more. He was just on the phone saying, "Well, hey, I don't even want to stop and get this food, this McDonald's, this. You know what I mean?" Yeah. Again, eventually, you always catch up to each other in every stretch of the imagination. It's just when we're trying to make somebody be where we want them to be when we're there, it's a problem.
Yeah.
So you just be where you are, setting the example, being the influencer, not for that purpose. It's just because it's something you need to do. And eventually your person catches up because now this is your lifestyle. So, hey, love is necessary, but it ain't easy.
I'm still eating my ice cream sandwich. As a matter of fact, I'm getting one when I get home.
I know. I don't know.
You better not touch it.
But y'all, this has been a great show. What else would you like to leave people with when it comes to Gangsta Therapy?
I'd leave you with a relationship. The biggest thing in a relationship is liking the person that you're with. A lot of people love this fantasy stuff. You've got to like each other and be friends. That is the glue. The marriage certificate, all of that, none of that is relationship glue. You've got to like yourself, like each other, and love seals the deal.
I love that.
Relationship glue.
I think we got that glue. And before we go, because we have 2 minutes, let me tell you the issue with what you said, but which is good. Because now that we're 20 years.
20 long.
He's kidding. That is what has held us together. But at one point, it was an issue because I felt like we didn't know how to be husband and wife. He didn't know how to be the head. I didn't know how to be the wife because we were so busy being friends. So I think there's a transition. And it's a work in progress. Yeah. Because you have to add on to your relationship. Like one element doesn't keep it together.
Yeah, it evolves.
If you allow it to, or it just stays where it's at. So let's just say that. Because sometimes if you want to level up in your relationship, y'all got to talk about it, be conscious about it and make effort to make it what you want it to be, or it will just be what it is.
And understand that
awesome.
it's not gonna happen overnight. You're gonna have the pitfalls.
What about after
you're
20
gonna have the cussing outs
years?
and all of that.
Yep.
But just know you gotta stick and stay to get to that end result.
Right.
And the end result never comes. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Because you're always 20 long years later, we still got some evolving to do. We still got some growing to do. 10 years from now is gonna be better than it is right now. It'll be
really?
30 long.
It's gonna be 30 long
Yeah,
years.
10 more years better, yes.
Yeah,
But we'll
yeah.
take that. But y'all, definitely make sure that you pick up the Gangsta Therapy.
Yep.
Lisa Osborne, pick it up at Barnes & Nobles, Walmart, and Amazon.
Which one you get paid the most on?
I don't. They're all the same.
They all the same.
They're all
Okay.
the same.
Okay, well, pick them up anywhere.
Yeah.
Pick it up today.
We was gonna steer them to that store.
Absolutely. Well, y'all, thank y'all so much. Make sure that y'all have a great week. Make sure that you love strong. Make sure that you love often. And most of all, love yourself first. Guys, we're out of here. Good night, everybody.
Hawks, go get Cam Reddish with that 8th pick.
Did you say that after my nice little slogan that we was going to end on?
See ya.